Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gus Eddy podcast. Today we got a cool event for you. It's the Gus Eddy Therapy Hour.
Welcome back to that.
Yeah, good. No, I kind of felt like I got most of the intro in, and then you just added onto it. Oh, man. That was a mess.
Sorry.
Okay, guys. We're starting out with something new today.
We're here.
I hope we gave enough time for it. Because the tweet went out, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We had the fun idea to settle and find a winner to your disagreements between friends. Nothing serious.
Legally binding, though, you should note.
So whoever, if you tweeted us and both of you watch the podcast and we decide a winner, you can no longer have this argument, one is the winner.
That is true. Legally. It's like Judge Judy, how it's not actual court, but you kind of is like, you better pay
sign
it.
the papers and you're on TV. So
Exactly.
even if she picks a side and hates you from the start like she does sometimes.
That's it. So follow us on Twitter at Eddie Burback and at Gus Buckets, and then we'll fix your lives.
Okay. So let's start with what has the most likes on this. No. Okay, well, there's one from somebody we know, from Taha.
Yeah.
And he says, orange juice is objectively better than apple juice. He is wrong.
Yeah, I would say he's wrong in that one. I would say that overall, orange juice is more beneficial juice.
Sure.
But it's not tastier than apple juice.
And natural orange juice is something different. But
yes.
both of them are, when you buy them at our store, are unnatural sugar fests. But orange juice has gotten more people to throw up in their childhoods that I know of than apple juice.
People just straight puking from orange juice?
Yeah, dude. I was one of them.
Oh, like pulp? You'd throw
Just
up
like bad
pulp,
memories from sickness in the morning and throwing not just throwing up pulp.
Oh,
It was orange juice. So, okay. There's the classic one, wiping from the front or from the back, as in the direction you start from.
The direction or the placement of your hand? Because I was thrown for a loop on that one.
Well, that's the same thing, isn't it? Because you wouldn't go under and then push backwards.
Yeah. But like you put your hand behind you to do that.
Correct.
Yeah. And I was shocked that anybody ever like put their hand in the front to wipe.
Your wrist has to have a real close relationship with your testicles
Yeah.
if you're doing that.
It's unfriendly. I told you before, I am always in the back here, but I will alternate every once in a while.
Did you tell me this before?
I told it somewhere. Maybe it was on the H3 podcast, but I will alternate. And what I always hate is people will be like, ew, you do back to front? Like, it's like, do you think I am just continuing the wipe so I get shit on the back of my testicles?
Yeah, it's,
I'm like a freaking Zero Dark 30 insurgent in there, okay? I got like a half-inch war space that I'm working with. It's fine.
I hear you, man. You found Osama back there.
I did.
And yourself along the way.
Osama, my bottom. I got a good one here. At HTC_Ibarra says, what is a better song to define the 2000s? Welcome to the Black Parade or Mr. Brightside?
Mr. Brightside.
Not close. They're both bangers.
Yeah.
But like, come on.
But yeah, I guess there'd be more of an argument. And not that I dislike the rest of it, but there's a difference between the first minute of Welcome to the Black Parade and the rest of the song. Mm-hmm. Because if you cut that minute out, that song is a lot different. And I'd say I think the beginning part that everybody made iconic was the what people like the most.
Yeah, the My Father.
That's the part.
I'm not singing it. You can't get me, UMG.
Again, let's just say that if we have just determined that you are either right or wrong, you have to accept it
legally. You have to pay it financially too.
All right, I see the word feud, so I'm just going to read this one out. An ongoing feud I have with one of my best friends. Deep dish versus thin crust pizza. The winner is obviously deep dish. I'd settle for standard hand tossed, but she argues thin crust is the best. Here's the thing. You're both wrong.
Yeah.
You don't compare the two because they're different foods.
They're different.
It's like trying to compare, different sandwiches to being way better than. It's like comparing a meatball sub to a PB&J.
Yeah.
It's like they're kind of in the same wheelhouse, but they're different foods.
It's arguably a dessert and then like a dinner sandwich or something.
Yeah, it's just they're different meals. I sit down at a restaurant to eat slices of deep dish, and it's like you eat it with a knife and fork. And if anybody is like, you don't do that with deep dish, you do, or you're an animal. And it's like an event. But normal pizza, I eat all the time.
Yeah,
it's just a stupid argument.
I want to see like a for PB&J sandwiches, kind of like a Benihana style for just PB&J, where it's really fancy shit and it's just buttered bread.
I want that. I want a fancy PB&J. What would it taste like?
It would just be like really concentrated peanut and shit. That's it. I didn't. There's no one punchline.
We got one from Crip Daddy, but
Hey-o.
there's a risky one to not.
Okay.
I love them though. I was telling my nurse that it shouldn't matter that I pooped on the hospital bathroom floor when taking a shower, since it's all one level, but he says otherwise. He's just fucking around. I should.
I got one right here.
What's up?
At Sandra GA goes, if you dig a hole and fill half of it, is it a whole hole or just half a hole? I'm certain it's still just a hole, but my brother says it's half of a hole.
Your brother's a fucking idiot.
It's a hole, dipshit.
Your brother's a fucking moron. What does that mean? There's no measurement for a hole.
Yeah, there's no finite amount of measurement like the glass half full. It's like, that's a glass's worth, you know?
If you dig even deeper, is it a double hole?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's like saying, if I jump 1 foot and then I jump 6 inches, is that just half of a jump? Or it's the same fucking thing.
That's dumb as hell. I got another disagreeing with both of them. What? Oh, I almost forgot his name for it. My girlfriend claims that Christian Bale is the best Batman, and I say Michael Keaton is the best Batman. She refuses to budge. Tell her she's wrong, Ed Boy. I'm sorry, Connor, but Kevin Conroy is the best Batman from the animated series and from the Arkham games.
I could agree to that.
The best Batman content is the Dark Knight series. But Christian Bale is not the best Batman in any shape or form.
No, I think he did a very competent job. But as a moviegoer, they did such a great job with the world building and the villains that I was like, get out! Let me see the Joker and Bane and stuff.
Yeah, like he's a pretty good Batman. But I rewatched The Dark Knight Rises, and his voice is just one of the best trilogies of all time. The voice is stupid. It aged very poorly.
Yeah, I don't get it. The shape his mouth makes, too, is so weird.
Yeah, and it's like you got a motorcycle that the wheels can change directions and roll over, but you can't have a little mic voice changer that makes your voice a little deeper.
Yeah.
You gotta talk like this the whole time. It's stupid. It's like a little kid doing an adult man voice. Like when he thinks it's like, you need to get out of here.
You sound like Cartman when trying to do it. That's a good point. We're saving people's lives. Can I just say right now?
We're saving lives.
You guys should be paying for this, okay? This is like Kalimba or whatever that fucking service was. The fortune teller shit. Aruba, Jamaica. It's in your video.
Wait. Oh, Kasamba.
Kazanga.
It was
in Pachanga, all right?
What's going on?
Pachanga's a
we need
casino.
to take a moment.
Okay, I got a banger one right here. This is a clear-cut answer, too, by the way. At Carrie B2295 goes, my boyfriend insists the lyrics are, I've got the moves Mick Jagger, and not I've got the moves like Jagger.
Does your boyfriend have Google?
Break up with him.
What?
Literally
how could he not budge? That's a fact.
Also, here's the thing, too. The worst part is you can clearly look it up, but also the title of the song is Moves Like Jagger. Are you dumb?
Why would you have to tweet that at us asking for my boyfriend insists even if I show him the genius lyric video?
No.
I don't think Adam knows what he's talking about, bro.
I don't get it, guy. You ever had any stupid like lyrics that you just incorrectly assumed wrong in your head?
For sure. I just can't recall it right now.
I can't remember if I told you, but I forever you know the Who song, the Who Are You? Who?
Yeah.
If there's no notes, then we get all our money, hopefully. But I thought it was they sang New Orleans instead of Who Are You?
I forgot you told me that.
We were on like an 8th grade mission trip to New Orleans, and we were flying in, and like an asshole, I was like, "Hey guys, New Orleans, who?" And my youth group leader was like, "You know, it's Who Are You, right?"
That's like,
oh,
that's
fuck.
a humiliating one.
I couldn't even talk my way out of that one.
Because sometimes you can kind of hear it, but the idea that they just went New Orleans,
What was the song that we were listening to the other day where I was like, "Why?" Oh, it's the Chicago song, where I was like, "What the fuck? How could they ever get away with this title?"
Wasn't it like 25-6 to 4?
One of Chicago the band's biggest hits is a song that's literally called 25 or 6 to 4. What the fuck is that?
What are you doing, guys?
I'll say it.
Name it.
I'll say it, dude. I'll just say it.
Go for it.
Well, I wouldn't under these circumstances. Normally, I would, though. I got another one right here from this really clever response I've actually never seen before. This person just said, "No."
Bro. Whoa.
Dude. Doesn't play by the rules.
You were supposed to say that.
Fucking cool, dude.
I asked you for something fun and you said no. What the fuck, dude?
This person says, Straight Doofin. Whenever one of my friends says Pop-Tarts are just ravioli or ravioli is a pastry, I want to spank their ass. They said that.
That's a random XD
Yeah,
phrase.
that's so lol. I'll say it. It's a full RAR for me.
That's an LMFAO for me, guys.
Whoa, whatever happened to those guys?
They party rock too hard, dude.
Did they? LMFAO.
I saw a tweet recently that was like, LMFAO said sorry for party rock and then just left before we got a chance to forgive them.
That's a really good one. How many monthly listeners do you think they have on Spotify? Currently. I'm going to guess 8 million.
8 million.
I bet that they're a sleeper hit where all the trashy 2009 banger bros are still got like Party Rock Anthem on their playlists.
I'm gonna say 5 million.
5 million?
Yeah.
LMFAO.
No, 4.5 million.
Too late, guy. You're going down with the ship. It's 3.8.
Okay.
Fuck, man. We just left them out to dry, man. Oh, shit. When's their last album? Sorry for Party Rockin'?
Yeah, that was it, I think. I
Wow.
think they just gave up.
I mean, they made their money and just got out of there. I don't blame them.
That song was fucking huge at the time.
That was just nuts. I'd hear it before every high school basketball game to amp me up.
There you go.
I actually have a really good banging slight tension question here. Jake Manian G goes, my friend was going to throw a chair out. I asked if I could have it, but then he demanded money for it. Otherwise, he would throw it out.
Fuck your friend.
Fuck your friend, dude.
Your friend's a fucking asshole.
Fuck
Holy
you,
shit.
Dude. Oh, my God.
How much did he ask for it?
I am curious to know as well.
What the fuck?
Even $1 would be like, okay, fuck. That would even be worse almost because
Yeah.
it's like, well, get something.
Yeah, I need
least.
something from you. That is
Oh
an
my God.
asshole move.
That is so stupid.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me pick this out of the trash. You want this?
I told you, I had a fucking nameless friend who is otherwise innocent who one time tried to charge us gas money during the one time that we went to Taco Bell, and it's like 3 minutes to get there and 3 minutes to come back. And he goes, if I could just get like 50 cents or $1 from each of you guys. And we're like, you realize that like we have driven you around all weekend and it's 50 cents to go down the street to all get Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Frick you, guy. Come on, dog.
That's none of my friends have ever asked for gas money ever because we just kind of like all drive each other around. It's the give and take.
Yeah, you gotta some ebb and flow. If it's just like, hey man, will you drive me 2 hours to someplace?
Well, then
Maybe.
it's offered. Nobody
Absolutely.
asks though. That's the thing is, and on road trips, it's a given as well, but not to just like regular everyday shit.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But this one, Jay Aubrey YouTube.
It's Jay Aubrey.
Oh yeah, Jay Aubrey. Duh, that's his literal username too. He goes, "This is a weenie, not a hot dog. It only becomes a hot dog when you add a bun." Ooh,
I've never given that any thought before.
I haven't either.
What is a hot dog technically? Is it just the dog?
The dog?
Does the bun make it hot?
I wonder if I do define hot dog. What exact? I will trust the Google's definition for this.
What makes a hot dog hot?
The-
May I ask you that?
The dog aspect
If
of it?
that's a weenie, does putting it in the bun make it hot?
Because what if you didn't heat it up?
That's what I'm saying. Because then you can, as everybody knows, you can eat it at any temperature,
It'd just be a ween dog.
even if it's rock hard frozen.
Yeah, just like that.
So if you took a frozen weenie
Uh-huh.
and you put it, let's not say frozen, let's say cold,
A chilled.
a chilled weenie,
Culinary terms only. Go ahead.
and you put it in a bun, put relish, mustard, ketchup, full Chicago style on it, some hot peppers.
Yeah.
Is that a hot dog?
Okay.
Or is it a dog?
Dude, I'm trusting this definition right here. It defines it. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines success. I feel like I'm starting an essay. Defines hot dog as a Frankfurter, especially one served hot in a long, soft roll.
But it says especially, and it's not. So
Not explicitly, though.
So you can have a cold hot dog.
That blows my mind.
Why did I never think of that? Wait, so does it say in a bun, though?
Yeah. Well, it goes, especially one served hot. But it doesn't say especially served in a bun, so maybe the bun is always implied.
Because I've always referred to those as hot dogs.
Me too.
And occasionally weenies when I'm feeling a little spicy. You know?
I'm feeling goofy and open.
I feel fun. We're having a bonfire with the boys. They say, who wants a weenie or
That's
a wiener?
true.
And that's funny.
But if you look at the number 2 definition for a hot dog, it does also say...
What are we looking at?
Just Google dictionary.com, baby.
Okay.
It goes, a person who shows off, especially a skier or surfer who performs stunts or tricks. So
what makes them hot?
so if their skis are off, are they just wieners?
I would say that there's no clear winner because that kind of you have an argument for everything.
Yeah.
It's like I would consider the full thing a hot dog, but if you want to say the full thing is the hot dog and the weenie, wait.
What about burgers?
What about the packaging to Vienna hot dogs? What does it say? Does it say Frankfurters? Does it say weenies? Or does it say hot dogs on the packaging?
Should I just search Vienna hot dog?
Yeah.
Vienna
and
hot
then
dog.
images.
Oh, shopping. There's some good deals. Polish sausage is the very first result.
Why?
Come on, man. Okay, Vienna beef Frank's, Chicago's hot dog.
Fuck.
Damn
they
it.
shouldn't have added that.
But that's the thing, though.
Vienna's sold everywhere, though, right?
Vienna's sold everywhere.
Okay.
Were they like the OG hot dog, though? Maybe in America, but...
Are they more... They're more OG than Oscar Mayer, right?
What? Yeah, I don't know. What is the origin of hot dogs? We're giving us so much headspace
I'm
to
really
this.
interested.
I need to know. Origin in the late 19th century, originally U.S. college slang, probably influenced by a popular belief that the sausages contained dog meat.
Wait, in what year?
The late 19th century.
Okay.
Where did the hot dog originally come from? The word Frankfurter comes from Frankfurt, Germany, where pork sausages, similar to hot dogs, originated.
Yeah.
Just standard hot dog. How was the hot dog invented? It is believed that the very first hot dog, once called Dachshund sausages, was sold by a German immigrant out of a food cart in New York in the 1860s. Around 1870, a German immigrant by the name of Charles Feltman opened the first hot dog stand on Coney Island.
Okay.
Oh, he sold over 3,600 Frankfurters, parentheses, in a bun that year. So But it seems like the OG invention had a bun.
Yeah, well, when they're referring to it originally, though, they say the Frankfurter hot dog was made as like the sausage.
Yeah.
So there's no mention of the bun, but then there's mention of the first selling of it.
That's true. I'm torn on this one.
I would say that you can't get mad at either. You can call a regular weenie a hot dog and the full thing a hot dog, but we can fully agree that a weenie in a bun is a hot dog.
Okay, that's the
you can't
definite.
reverse it. So the individual can have two names, but there's only one name to the bun dog, and that's a hot boy.
Okay.
Hot goddamn goddarn dog.
All right, we fucking conclusion reached there. All right.
That was easy.
That was easy. My brain hurts. I feel like I just did a PSAT test over here.
PISS'd my pants.
I just peed as I SAT sat right here, boy. No, that's a good point. Well, then what about a hamburger? Like, is a hamburger when it's out of the bun, or is it just like a beef patty? That's easier, I feel like.
Oh man, that's it. Well, I mean, if you're grilling burgers, it's the process of doing it. Nobody eats those on their own.
Yeah.
That's just like, I guess if you were to take it out and put it on the plate, then it would just be the beef patty. But I got it.
Yeah.
Ready? If you're grilling a burger with the intention of making a burger, putting it on a bun, putting stuff on it, then that is a burger. But if you're grilling a circle of beef to eat it individually, you are grilling a beef patty.
Okay, I can agree to
The
that.
intention.
I can agree to these terms. Yeah, okay, all right.
Glad we could shake on it.
Really had me up against the wall there. Here's a good question. At Lovely High H says, ketchup in the fridge or in the cupboard?
Fridge.
Yeah, once you open it, it goes in the fridge.
Yeah. Doesn't it go back? Or no, it doesn't because it can sit in restaurant tables.
Yeah, it's fine to do it, but...
I like it kind of warm in the restaurant, though. Like when it's in a glass bottle. I wouldn't want that
That's a
chilled.
good point. Yeah. What are some? I've seen some condiments go either way though. For me, like any hot sauce, I never put that in the fridge.
I cold hot sauce is a no-go from this guy. It takes away from the actual taste of the hot sauce.
Exactly. It's distracting.
Yeah.
I did have I saw a kid in high school that kept open jelly in the cupboards though, and I was like, I don't like that decision, but it might be fine.
Can you do that?
I don't.
Can you? I boil my ranch before I have it.
Okay. Is it just clear afterwards?
It just gets
get all those buttermilk toxins out of there. Can you keep open jelly?
The apartment smells fucking awful every time I do it.
Yeah. Can you keep open jelly in the cupboard? Cupboard. Wait, many people today do not refrigerate their jam, jelly, and other condiments after they've been opened. What?
I don't like how they say many people today, like the times are changing or something.
Oh, it ain't like the 80s. Yeah. Ice cold fucking preserves.
As the nuclear family began to deteriorate, jam went warm.
That's why they called it the Cold War back then, because all the jelly was in the fridge.
That's so stupid.
All right, let me see. There's a lot of good shit here. Mm-hmm. A lot of people asking to send us more fucking plastic knives that has nothing to do with the question here.
That episode didn't even go up yet.
So that's right. So that's a secret reference. I don't know if this is a good one. I'm reading these live. That's Pretty Neat says, if you had to sort a pile of spoons, knives, and forks, which utensil would be the easiest to spot and therefore sort it out first? Knives.
Yeah, but also...
hardest to grab, though.
I don't know. I mean, there's not an easiest to spot. I don't really pick one. You just kind of choose like, I feel like spoons maybe usually I go for first because there's different size spoons, so you got to be careful on how you place them.
That's correct.
That's correct.
All right, at Lean Mean Korean is a good name. Oh, dude, I think this dude I played Fortnite with him actually.
Oh shit.
Goes, what is the correct doneness of pizza on the top? Oh, the top or the bottom? He's got two images right here.
Oh, the bottom.
Bottom easy.
What the fuck?
Dude, I have told you before, I don't know how to transform this. I don't think it's funny enough for a stand-up bit. I don't think it's interesting enough for a commentary video. But there is a widespread misrepresentation of pizza doneness across all of advertising. You go into any Walmart and Target and shit, and they got frozen pizzas advertised there. And it's this fucking just like underdone, anemic white bullshit.
They want it to look melty, more melty than it is.
I was like, terrible.
Can you right now email that picture to Tony so he can put it up on screen?
Exactly. Tony, here's a graphic. Da, 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 da. I'm going to call the file name A.
That's not even a debate. If the cheese isn't starting to not burn but crisp on the top, if you don't have those little pizza freckles all over it,
yeah,
that's not a done pizza.
It is not a done pizza. It's just too contentious to try to eat that shit too.
Yeah, and if you do, I think you're a loser. A fucking idiot, maybe.
Subject line: A. It's a pizza time. And then we drag and drop, boys, and we're in the clear.
Checking if... Okay, I'm going to look for questions as well.
All right, frick yes.
How are you finding them so fast? Maybe I should go... I'm not looking at latest on the mentions.
I'm scrolling like a damn banshee, I tell you that much.
Okay. What's the best way to rewarm cold pizza? Pizza fried in a pan versus microwave pizza versus oven pizza. Well, let's take out fried in a pan.
Yeah, that's
first
never
off. It depends on how lazy you are. If it's like you're drunk, it's the end of a night, and you're just trying to eat some pizza real quick, you go with microwave. And a lot of the time with big triangle slices, I go with microwave. But back home, my favorite thin crust pizza place does, the square cuts.
Yeah.
And it's better in the oven the next day than when you get it. And it's already great. So that one I will almost always do oven, but it's pizza, bro.
I agree. I will almost always microwave the shit because I was like, I don't care. But if you want the highest quality representation of a good meal, put it in the fucking oven.
Yeah.
Or honestly, if you have one of those pizzazz pizza makers, the circle discs that just turns around, that's just as good in my experience. It's good stuff.
But yeah, I think oven doing the square ones are way better because I'm not gonna for like a triangle slice. I'm not gonna put it in the oven for one of them.
Yeah, it's too lazy.
Yeah, but with the squares, you throw like 5 or 6 of the squares on. You got a full crisped up meal there.
You got a whole hot plate of Krispies there for you. At Orange Goose Y goes, is Old Town Road a country song?
It's both.
What do you think we would lean more towards?
Country.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
and Lil Nas X should come on the podcast.
Come on, Lil Nas, man. We'll grow.
Come on, dude.
We'll grow perminis here.
Well,
like his song.
We'll grow
permimis. Don't be a Mimi Torres.
Don't be that. That's your advice.
I just didn't know any rhymes.
Get back to her, man. It's gonna break her heart.
It's not. I like Mimi. I just needed a rhyme.
You just said not to be.
I just needed a rhyme.
I don't know. It seemed like that was your intention. You said per Mimi instead of panini.
So. No, I panicked. At Nico Tepadino goes, hey, does man apply to all genders using a slang way? What's up, man?
Yeah.
It does.
I think so.
I just don't use it like that.
I don't use it like that. I mean, I think pretty much any greeting or phrase applies to everyone, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I'll call anyone a dude. I'll call anyone you guys.
Dude's always my safe neutral.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, for me in my mind, I think man still applies to everybody, but I don't prefer it if there's like ambiguity to like, who am I talking to right now? It's be like, what's up, dude?
I do every girl waitress I have, I call honey and sweetheart.
No. Do you get her attention by going,
I go, hey, while I'm eating fries, hey, honey, sweetheart. No, yeah, I feel like, that's not, I don't usually go like, oh, you can't call a girl man.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I get so fucking uncomfortable. Have you ever been around somebody when they call like a waitress like, hey, sweetheart?
No, actually, I don't
totally
think so.
have. I totally have. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, that's...
And it's never anybody our age. It's always people that are 30 to 60 years older than us.
Yeah. I still love that Kroll bit of the like guy eating at a 70s diner.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, sweetheart, get me a chicken cacciatore or another meal that doesn't exist anymore.
All right,
we got another one?
There's so many fucking questions.
I'm loving this right now.
Dude,
I'm
saving
saving people's lives.
When we do this again, next time, we'll look at a few ahead of time because there's so many fucking garbage ones.
There's a lot of memes, right?
Like Pepsi or Coke. I'm just like, all right.
Whatever you grew up on.
Yeah.
That's the answer to that.
Boom, baby. Shasta. That's the way to do it.
My dad thinks okay, I've always hated this one. My dad thinks hot dogs are considered sandwiches, but I say they're in a separate category. That is a dumb argument that doesn't really mean anything at all. Where it's like, I don't know, because it's between bread, but it's connected. It's a hot dog.
Yeah.
It's a different food.
If you're putting that much thought into it, you are the problem.
Nobody, the U.S. government didn't sit down and go, this is a sandwich. You cannot deviate from what this is.
Let's see what the Consumer Protection Agency says about hot dogs.
The FDA was like, you can't call this a sandwich.
There might be something good in here. At Field of Clover goes, somebody claiming the 2 recent albums of an artist simply weren't good. They are a fan of multiple previous albums, knows word by word, and couldn't recognize any value in the albums and wouldn't admit that they did not. I can't fucking read your questions.
What are they referring to?
You done.
I don't think that you can confidently say ever that any art isn't good.
Yes.
Because you can say that it's not good to you, but no matter what, somebody's going to like it. So I've always hated people saying, oh, that movie's trash. You like that movie? Yeah. So it has value.
Exactly. Like you can be, and especially in the context of artist stuff too, like you can still be a fan of somebody but not like some of their stuff. Like one of my favorite all-time artists is Eminem, and I personally haven't enjoyed some of his like mid-2000s to like now stuff, but I fucking love Eminem, and he makes great work with tons of value. I'm just like, oh, that's not what I personally super like.
Yeah.
I'm not out here smearing him. He would destroy my ass.
Do you remember that Fantano Eminem meme?
No.
It was like, I sent it to you and you said...
the revival, yeah.
Yeah, where it was like, just so people know. Tony, I'll text it to you now and I'll have you throw it up on screen.
Bleep or blip blip.
So that's the meme, guys. I showed you a meme. And
Look
if
at
you're
that.
an audio listener...
Fuck you, dude. Download the JPEG. I don't know what to tell you,
Go to Fantano's Twitter account and scroll back 2 weeks.
Somebody goes, at Jam is on. They ask, my friend said that the reason they use breakaway glass for bottles in movies was because real bottles are too strong to break on people's heads.
Yeah.
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 Do you not agree?
My friend told me that they don't use real guns in movies because shooting hurts.
Shooting is too loud?
What the fuck? Are people trolling us? I can't tell.
Shooting hurts.
For the podcast. That's what? Of course.
All right, here we go. My boyfriend is under the impression that anything that has been pickled can be referred to as a pickle. Banana peppers, pickles. Jalapenos, pickles. Fuck you, that's wrong.
That's stupid.
Pickles are cucumbers. You can say pickled anything, though.
Yeah.
Pickling is a term, but I don't know. Pickles got the squatters' rights on it. They Kleenexed it, you know?
Well, I'm trying to think if there's another example where the verb of something became the name of the result of the verb, but nothing else did.
Bad guys.
But no, yeah, that's stupid. Your boyfriend's dumb. He's a dumb idiot.
A lot of people need to break up in this thread, I'll just say.
That's what we should have a relationship advice one next. Just like dumb relationship arguments.
At Ashley Jones 02 is like, are Bert and Ernie gay?
That was a weird one, right? Because one of the guys that worked on Sesame Street said he was, but then isn't it Frank Oz who like kind of created it? Was like, they're friends and there's no problem with that, but I didn't intentionally do that.
Ooh, I don't know.
There's some weird controversy with it.
I see an NBC News article from a year ago that says, Burton, get the fuck out of here, you traditional news site with your pop-ups. We rely on it. Get out of here. I can't even look at this shit, NBC News. Fuck you. But anyway, I can read it from Google. It says, Bert and Ernie are indeed a gay couple, Sesame Street writer claims. That's all we know.
Yeah, that was... And who exactly is Frank Oz? I know he was Yoda. I know he does Sesame Street stuff, but did he create Bert and Ernie?
I don't know if I don't know what his involvement was in the Muppet
He's Yoda,
shit.
right?
He is Yoda, yeah.
Because I remember him saying, a writer said that they were gay. And he was like, that's fine, but I didn't make them gay. That's what I thought he said. And then people got angry at him for it.
That's a fucking reasonable approach.
No, yeah, that's fine. Because I think he even said, like, I would be welcome to that happening. Just I didn't do that. They're supposed to be really good friends. I think he even said, like, I don't know why they'd make it sexual.
Yeah.
They're just supposed to be, like, they're children's puppets that are friends.
I don't get it.
I mean, not that it would be making it sexual. You know what I mean? Because it would be a representation for them.
Uh-huh.
But, like, make 2 new characters that are gay in Sesame Street. That's fine.
That's a good point.
That's all I'm saying.
Just call him.
But also, I wouldn't care if he was like, Bert and Ernie are gay. I'd be like, oh, cool. Yeah, they seem pretty gay.
No more blurred lines. I want a distinct new character. Like, hey guys, I'm Gay Steve, the new puppet on the street.
Any dude puppets want to fuck?
And then they just hard cut. At Nephilim goes, my friends and I argue about if you drink 2 5-hour energies, if you would have 10 hours of energy or 5 hours of double energy.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You would have 5 hours of double energy.
I think so. There's no way you can get 10 fucking hours.
When you put something in your body, it doesn't just queue up behind the last thing. Your body doesn't go, wait, we got about 5 hours before this can get processed.
Whoa, you're logging away a lot of energy here, guys.
We just got too much energy.
Okay, at PabsOG1 says, whether or not wearing sweatpants to go out is weird.
If your body is covered, if your genitals are covered, wear whatever the fuck you want in public.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I wore the more clothy, cottony sweatpants when I did sports. When I went out, I never wore. I will say, if you wear sweatpants that make noise when you walk, throw them out. Yeah, you know what I mean? The ones that are like the whoosh, 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 yeah, burn them.
Those are wind pants, though. Those aren't sweatpants.
Sweatpants are made out of that material too.
Are they squishy?
Yeah.
We always call them wind pants. Let me check wind pants.
What are you saying to me?
Merriam-Webster wind pants. Let me see.
So you're applying windbreaker to the pants?
Yeah, wind pants. Nylon wind pants, men's wind pants, Copperfield wind pants.
But the sweatpants are still made out of that.
I could see the argument that it's like the rectangle square thing where it's like wind pants and sweatpants are sweatpants, but only these wind pants are wind pants and regular sweatpants aren't.
I understand what you're saying.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually.
Yeah, that's what
There's not much. I didn't.
Write it down, you guys. You'll fucking get it. A lot of these are just saying like opinions on stuff. Like my friend says that cheese is better, and I like crackers better. And it's
I need to hear a disagreement.
I want you to disagree on something, guys. Go back and fix your tweets now so that we can get better material here.
from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, from 2 weeks ago.
Well, a friend of mine was in an argument over whether or not Athena was a goddess of war. He thinks she was, as I do, and according to Google and textbooks. Wait, he's right, but a self-proclaimed expert disagreed with him.
What?
I don't understand what wasn't Ares is the god of war.
I thought so.
And then isn't I guess because Athena is like a god of like strategy in war. Okay.
That was a stupid
shitty
waste
title.
of time. Where she's like, I got all the qualifications to be like a god of war,
it's
man.
Not even that. She's like the smart
Strategy.
guy. That's what she is. Like,
yeah.
So that's, I guess, part of it. I'm going to put Athena, god of... Oh, it says goddess of war for Roman, at least.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But then it's going to come up with actual God of War shit, like the God of War series, probably. Yeah, it came up with the God of War series. That was a waste of time.
Frick, dude. At WCamp234 says, me and my friend have argued about the sound dinosaurs make for a while now. I'm still a firm believer that they roared, while he says it's not possible because he's never heard a reptile make that sound before.
So here's the thing. We could never hear dinosaurs.
What?
And neither of you are experts. So I don't know why you're debating. And also he's like, I've never heard a gecko roar before, so a T-Rex couldn't.
Like, you hear a reptile and they go like, hey. And you'd be like, that's not a roar. Their vocal cords are hundreds of times smaller.
Yeah, it's probably the weird screech shit that you hear birds do. Because also, aren't they closer to birds than reptiles?
Yeah,
currently?
I think so.
Well, some reptiles.
Some of them, the cool ones.
Dude, I was watching Planet Earth 2, the Grasslands episode last night.
Uh-huh.
Ostriches have freaked me out to my core since I was a child, and I will never shake on that. I was really thinking about it watching yesterday.
Yeah.
Think of they're a bird. Like, think of what we normally think of a bird as.
Yeah.
And they have, like, almost human legs.
I don't like that, though.
And they're tall as fuck, and they have thick bodies. What a weird fucking animal that is.
What do you think an ostrich in athletic shorts would look like? In wind pants.
They'd be breaking through the wind, I'll tell you that. No wind resistance, baby.
I just typed in ostrich, and the first result is ostrich pants.
Well, let's see it.
Is it
made out of ostrich?
Is it made out of ostrich?
Or is it an ostrich wearing pants?
Okay, but if I type in ostrich in wind pants and there's a result,
there's not going to be a
then
result.
I win the podcast. There's not even an ostrich on. What the fuck? Is this a kind of pant that we just don't know about?
Maybe it's a brand.
God damn it. I'm seeing ostriches printed on pants. What the hell is this? Ostrich pants. Good, I got caps lock on like a 69-year-old AARP subscriber. Yeah. Think it's a brand.
Wait, what? So my little sister and I, she says whenever I'm the last person to leave the house, I need to check all of the doors to make sure they're locked. I say whoever goes through the door last needs to lock it behind them. Both of you need to be doing that for the safety of your home.
Yeah, I
but
do.
Also,
I put the priority on individual doors, individual responsibilities. But yeah,
but
check the house.
Not
though.
if you're in your house though. If I'm going to Walmart and I'm in my old childhood home and all of my family's there, I'm not going to lock the door behind me.
Yeah, I don't do that.
So that's not the individual responsibility.
Yeah,
it's whoever leaves the house last needs to make sure everything's locked up.
Whatever's safest, guy. That's all I'm all for.
So I don't, because you don't lock the door. I mean, you can, but I usually wouldn't lock the door if everybody was home.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I'm going to say the responsibility falls on the person who is leaving the home with nobody in it.
Yeah.
Except we always lock our doors just because we're both responsible.
Yeah.
You should really be doing both.
We're really only locking our doors for your safety. There's always a horde of people trying to get in. We'll spray you, dog.
I got to climb over like a bunch of bodies when we get to our doors.
It's like World War Z every time we get a Postmates order. Oh, well. All right. I'm gonna scrap this for now. It's very challenging for me to try to read these compared to the other questions because I have to like assess, is this a worthwhile like situation? So I feel like my mind is split and I want to give you my full good boy answers.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
I'm gonna look at one more. This one, okay. One time in 5th grade, I had an argument with a friend about the definition of veganism versus vegetarianism.
Okay.
Neither of us were/are vegan. This was a waste of time. I still keep in touch with that friend. There's no argument.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. That was fun.
All right. Here's the game
You're
plan.
both losers.
Here's the game plan. Next time we do this, we'll look at a few ahead of time so we know the good boy ones.
Those were still pretty good.
Those were still really good.
Were good.
It's when you get those stretches where you're like, fuck, no. And then I'm just like, I feel like I'm going, yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right.
All right, so it's time
For
for
some mail!
I got this small one right here I can open right away. This one's from Daniel.
Nice. Well, I'm going to open one from my boy or lady, Lev. I don't know what kind of... I've never heard the name Lev before. Maybe it's short for levity, which is ironic because levity already means short. Hilarious one-liners. Thank God, dude. We got material the rest of the podcast.
Read one. Open a page, read one right away.
Overheard at the pediatrician. You said it'd be a shot, but it was a needle. What?
What?
All right, that's fine. Right out of the gates, we'll do one more. That's one more.
These are hilarious.
Each year, 2 million smokers either quit smoking or die of tobacco-related diseases.
Wait, is that the hilarious one-liner?
What the fuck is that?
Wait, plus?
Wait.
Is it like a fake one?
I don't think so. It literally just says.
Dude.
What is it? What's that?
We got 3D glasses.
All right, put them on. Maybe
not
this will
3D
be...
glasses. The like staring at the Christmas lights glasses.
Oh, cool.
Like.
Maybe the headphones kind of fucked this groove up.
No, dude, I'm good.
All right, dude, this is kind of neat. All right, maybe this will make the jokes funnier. Let me do one more here.
Look,
all right.
It's Shiro.
Whoa, look at you, Shiro.
It's a little pup. All right, go ahead.
All right, let me check this shit. All right. Ballerinas always dance on their tiptoes, which makes me wonder, why not just hire taller girls? See, now that makes sense at least. Still is terrible.
It's hilarious.
I mean, all right, one more. I married a girl who said she didn't believe in sex before marriage. In hindsight, I should have made sure that she believed in sex after marriage. I'll give him that one. Whoa.
Check that out.
Whoa. That's a millennial.
It's the millennial.
Frickin'.
The millennial
That's a millennial Facebook right here.
Hey, Eddie and Gus, I love the podcast, so I sent you some things you might find cool. The glasses work best when focused on points of light, like cell phone flashlights. Let's both point
Let's
our
point it
flashlight
at each other. Where's my phone?
Yours is on the
Fuck,
table.
my glasses getting in my eye.
No, I was going to say we could point it at ourselves. Just use your flashlight to...
All right.
Oh! Ah! No, you're on me.
All right. Whoa! Ah! I don't like that.
Ah!
Ow, I feel like I'm getting eyed in the eye.
Sorry?
Getting eyed in the eye. You know, getting elbowed in the elbow.
I'm just going to keep reading the note.
All right, this one's from Colleen. Give me a knife.
Thank you, Dan. And your dog is very cute.
Dude, Dan, you got a hot dog. I'll say it right now. Go ahead.
Look how cute that pup is, though.
That's a good one. It's a good big dog. What's the worst breed of dog?
I'm going to make some enemies here.
Some tiny little fucking thing, right?
Pugs.
Pugs.
Pugs are not that they deserve all the love they get, but they are gross.
They're gross, and isn't it irresponsible to have them? I don't know. I sound like a Facebook mom.
I don't think so. It's irresponsible to have them. I think it's irresponsible to inbreed dogs.
Yeah, because their eyes fall out or some shit.
Well, yeah, and they're the result of like genetic fucking weird shit.
Yeah. Okay, we don't do research. Watch a bunch of the comments. Be like, actually, you guys.
Actually, breedings are real healthy. It's like I don't know. Okay.
Look at Colleen got me this cool Gus thing, and then there's one.
Very cool, Eddie.
For you.
Okay. Oh, cool.
There's one for you, guy.
Oh.
Collect them all. We got a little painting that goes, "Boys Support Boys," the Gus and Eddie podcast.
Why does it seem like people nail the colors we usually like?
I like this
with
hot
fan
pink
art?
stuff.
I'm saying because even the like yellow and oranges, that's like more of your colors you wear.
Wonder Twins activate.
I already have a twin, bro. That's
too late, bitch. Tony,
Oh.
fuck you. I got a new brother. Also, fuck you, Sven, I guess.
and Thor.
No, yeah.
Give me the knife real quick.
Thing is, Thor actually listens to the podcast, so it really is a fuck Sven situation in this one.
Hi, Thor.
Hey,
Love
Thor.
ya.
All right, well, this one's from Amazon Fulfillment Services, and it's kind of long and floppy, so it's probably a fucking communist manifesto. It's a beautiful day in the neighbor. Yeah, the conquest of bread.
God damn it.
Yay, you got me.
Well, somebody won a podcast bingo.
There you go. Who's playing podcast bingo? Where are my boys at?
Okay. What?
Here, I'll give you.
Taped on the inside.
Oh, was it? I'll give you some free spaces. Dude, genuinely, have we said this on the podcast before? My friend Zach said, that's my friend Zach. I got one too. Dude, is that a Ned Yo-Yo?
It's a Ned Yo-Yo. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, what the hell, man? man. I didn't think they made these anymore.
It looks old.
Ned stands for never. Okay, this is just being gratuitous with the acrostics here. Ned stands for this, okay?
Okay.
3 letters, right? 3 words, probably.
Right.
N stands for never give up. E is encourage others.
Okay.
And D is do your best.
Okay.
So it should really be welcome back to me accidentally.
Gus, he was trying to read out some letters and it didn't sound correct.
It turned into a soft N. It didn't work.
Leave it.
All right, Ned, I'm going to try it. Whoever had this, their fingers is so small.
It says, "Hey Gub and Eggy, you guys talked about Ned yo-yos on an older episode of the podcast, and I can't read their handwriting. And I dug up one out of my closet. Thought you guys would appreciate it more. I watched every episode as soon as it comes out, or watch. I'm illiterate. Every week, and I also force my girlfriend to listen as well. Well, P.S. This is cool. The yo-yo comes with a belt holster, a belt loop holster.
Dude, watch out, ladies.
Thank you, Brandon, a.k.a. B Money.
Boom. Check me out, Eddie.
So those are the automatic ones, or is that a real yo-yo?
It's a real one. Automatic ones?
Yeah. The cheater ones? We talked about that when we had talked on the yo-yo episode.
I don't fucking cheat. I wouldn't know about that.
You just keep yo-yo?
Yep, the whole time. All right, well, that's it for mail. Ouch. All right, let me put this away so nobody gets hurt. There we go.
Nice.
I'm always so, afraid of, really cutting myself. The whole cut stuff just is squeamish to me. Paper cuts and nails bending backwards, that sends me up a wall.
Yeah. Even just pocket knife stuff. I remember when I was 12, my dad gave me a Swiss Army knife when we were on vacation, and in the back seat of our minivan, I was just closing it, and I cut my index finger, and on the road trip, I just pretend like I wasn't bleeding a little bit.
Oh, I hate that shit.
And I was like, he trusted me to be an adult here, and I fucked it up.
My father, I let him down.
So I threw it at him.
Boom, just like that?
Practiced my throwing knife skills to prove I'm a man.
And he said, "Oh, you." It's just in his fucking back.
Said, "Ow, ow, ow, oh, you, ow."
You ever actually, hurt somebody else kind of bad like that?
Not really, no.
I broke a kid's couple of fingers once in gym class.
Just for fun, or make you mad?
He was stepping on me, or stepping at me.
What happened?
We were playing dodgeball, and we were using some of those big rubber, actually fun to play with kickballs for the dodgeball, and I just threw it at him, and it hit him weird, and it bent 3 fingers back and just broke him.
Did you feel awful immediately, or did you feel like, wow, I threw the dodgeball real hard?
Well, the thing is, he kind of stayed out on the floor and fell down and was like, "Ow, ow, I'm in pain," and I said, "Hey, technically you're out. You have to move to the side."
I really don't want to hit you again with this.
Yeah, I will do it.
We never used the rubber balls for. We used those the squishy ones,
Yeah, the gopher skin ones or whatever.
Yeah, but we had good ones, so they still had weight to them, and you could throw them real well. But it was way less dangerous because getting hit in the face with the rubber ones are bad.
Yeah, that's bad. And also, if you're a skilled player, they have the tendency to slow down in the air. So the gopher ones are really the best ones.
Yeah, because they whip real hard and fast.
The most disappointing moment of my school career is we got to high school, and all of the dodgeballs were the skin of a volleyball, but it was this really thin cloth, so you couldn't grip them or hold on to them in any way, and that you could only throw them really slowly, and they were super easy to catch.
That's awful.
I was like, great, this is fucking rad.
I used to fucking love scatterball more than regular dodgeball.
Scatterball?
Where it's there's 2 balls, and everybody's a free-for-all.
Yeah.
And you try and get everybody out and stay alive with the 2 balls just going around.
That's a good
So
move.
it's one's rolling on the ground. You see somebody across from you. Do I run for it? Or is he going to run for it and hit me? I love scatterball so much.
That's good shit. I like what is it? Mat ball. You ever play mat ball? I love
how
as if these are standard names.
Yeah, well, scatterball is.
Scatterball? Never heard that
it's
ever.
pretty common for at least in the suburbs. I'm going to look it up because I'm curious.
I'm sure that especially the game mode it's probably one of those things with different names everywhere or whatever. But mat ball was like it was like kickball, but instead of bases, you have full mats laid out, and in mat ball you have to go around the bases and then go back the other way.
Oh, you told me about this. Yeah.
And if you leave a base at any point in time, you have to go to the next one. So
That's
it's
awesome.
Half the game is just these fucking dweeb kids that accidentally take a step too far and they're off the base, and it's like, all right, well, you're getting just destroyed because I love that.
It's because you get to just fully punish them for even thinking.
Yeah, I was the dweeb kid a lot though.
Scatterball's there's official rules from Michigan State University.
Really?
I'm gonna look it up.
Damn.
Rules of play. Well, materials: 2 soft foam balls, and that's it.
Okay.
Rules of play. All players line up on an arbitrary line on the playing surface. 2 balls are thrown in opposite directions on the opposite sides of the line. No one may move at this point. The adult assistant, they're probably like a teacher or something.
Parent or guardian, yeah.
They yell "go" and the players run for the balls. Anybody who has the ball can. Oh yeah, when you get the ball, you can only take 3 steps, so you can't like grab it and start sprinting with it. Before they throw the ball anymore, they have to drop the ball right there and may not pick it back up immediately. The object of the game is to get as many players out as possible, and then it's regular dodgeball rules.
Oh, I like that.
It was fun as hell because then, you'd see both of them on the opposite sides, and you're like, everybody's waiting, and you have to wait for them to yell "go." And it's like, you get there first and nail somebody immediately, make them cry, and their nose is bleeding.
You
and
okay?
I'm going, fuck you. It's scatterball, bitch.
You okay?
What?
That was a little aggressive. I just thought it was maybe a little too strong.
It's a fun childhood game. We just were kids. We were having fun. Noses break. Fingers break. You know the game. You know the drill.
Mine was an accident that I felt bad about.
Good old Gussie breaky fingers is what they called you.
Nobody called me that. Seems like you're kind of relishing in the violence of this, so.
Is anybody hearing white noise?
I'm blacking out. Oh, we didn't turn the hair lights on.
Oh.
Fuck you, okay? Chill. Listen.
I think, I noticed it got darker, and usually the hair lights save us because the sun was probably behind a cloud right now.
This is Gus and Eddie After Dark, okay?
Except what time is it right now?
It's 3:28, okay? We didn't plan it. Now we can only talk about either really sexually charged things or noir movies.
Okay. So, let me ask you something.
Yep.
Does Son of the Mask count as a noir movie?
Here's the thing. You accidentally chose a title that fit in both categories.
Oh, because it's sexual
Sexually,
as well.
very sexually charged. Yes. Ooh.
And Jamie Kennedy.
What the fuck?
Do you not know? Are you not aware of Son
I haven't
of the
even
Mask?
seen any of the Mask movies.
Come on, bro.
What? Son of the Mask isn't come on, no. The Mask,
It's awful.
The Mask is kind of though. I
have
remember
seen it. Jamie Kennedy is not.
What have you? Isn't that like a career-killing movie for Jamie?
Yeah, but also he had a couple of career-killing movies, and they can kind of be cataloged as his actual career.
His whole career.
Because he's a stand-up, but he had like movies where he played like a white dude who loves hip-hop.
So if his whole career was just like career-killing movies, can he like literally legally say that he's just been killing it his whole career?
Yeah, he can.
Jamie Kennedy. Let's see some of his other filmography.
This is gonna date us because Jamie Kennedy was a little before our time.
Oh
even.
boy, yeah.
He was like an MTV dude as well, I think.
I don't even remember a lot of this shit. His first credit on here is Dead Poets Society, but he was an extra who was uncredited.
The weird thing is Jamie Kennedy is the poor man's Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore's already the poor
the problem. That's the problem.
What do you think Son of the Mask got on Rotten Tomatoes?
6. Is it actually 6?
It is 6 on the nose. How does he do
it?
How does he do it? Gus and Eddie After Dark, man.
Listen, that's what happens.
That's it, baby.
Do you want to hit up some preguntas?
Yeah.
Just hit recent for the hashtag, I guess.
All right, let's freaking do it, okay?
This
God,
is such a cool little tin thing.
They in 2005, they trusted Son of the Mask with a $100 million budget.
Wow.
The level of trust that goes into that decision.
The CGI is awful.
I have seen in like Watch Mojo clips like the top 10 worst CGI, and that's always on the list.
Yeah, it's terrible. Also, nobody wants to see like a baby get possessed and act like a weird sexual adult Jim Carrey.
I've never wanted that. I'll say it.
You're very brave.
I'm brave. It's a hot take. Let me see. We already talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It would be so great if you got a fucking question, you know?
Chill guy, okay? Unless you want to answer how did you two meet again, then I just don't have one yet.
I've already answered. I answered that on Phil's podcast too.
Wow.
So that's pretty nuts.
Oh no, someone called me stinky too.
Dude,
so.
what? Shoot. That's so what? Like they're right, but
oh,
whoops.
Oh, dare I say?
No.
That's all right. Too late.
Flip the knife out, guys.
At DPad42 goes, congrats on your 1-year anniversary, my dudes. Is there anything you guys believe you've improved upon when it comes to the podcast and how you guys present it?
No. Not much at all.
I think much is an overstatement. Not any at all.
We're saying that because we forgot the hair lights. It's getting real dark in here because of the clouds, I think. So it really got dark.
It's dark. I'll say it, okay? Gus and Eddy After Dark. You guys turn your screen brightnesses all the way up.
I don't know, because I think the podcast, maintaining the level of fun we have is the improvement, you know?
Yeah.
Is not letting it, fall away.
Now we're trying less, which has resulted in a better product.
There you go. So we should try even less than before. And I also hit this against the table and made a noise. I apologize.
Next episode, Eddie and I aren't showering for a week.
Hold on.
We're not drinking water during it.
What?
The whole podcast is just going to be us banging our elbows against the table really loud.
Here's my problem is we're recording that tomorrow. So how are we going to not shower for a week? And did you shower in the last 6 days?
Kind of thought we had decided this a week ago. That
you haven't let me know at all.
Well, kind of hope that your heart would have been in the right place there.
For not showering?
Yeah.
Am I at fault here? You think I'm in the wrong here?
Yes. At Kersey Vasquez goes, what do you have in your pocket right now?
Nothing.
I have nothing in my
pockets. So buy some Boys Support Boys merch, I guess, if our pockets are empty.
Oh, that's right. At B Chamberlain 96, what's your favorite part of living with each other? Oh, you guys.
The sex, probably.
Let's have, for the 2-year anniversary, let's just have a full hour-long episode where you and I have sex on it.
The boys have sex.
And we don't turn the mic sensitivity down, so it's just...
the Gus and Sexy podcast.
I want a sex theme name. You can't just get sexy.
Gus isn't a real sexy word. The Puss and Sexy
the Gooch and Sexy podcast.
No, yeah, I think just we get to hang out. That's it.
That's probably it. Yeah.
And also, we're both very good roommates. We're not we don't cause trouble.
We're chill. I'm not being a rascal. Eddie's not being a goof guy.
I'll be a rascal in private in my room.
Dude,
I'm not being a rascal in the living room.
The rascalization is exclusively relegated to our tickle fights. That's it. Okay? It hurt me to say that. So,
did it tickle you to say that?
Can't say it has been, so...
Maybe find a different question then. Maybe something like that.
I love that the one right under this is change your name to Sex Eddy on all platforms.
Listen.
You're already sexy, though.
That is my educational doctorate name is Sex Eddy. I don't go by that in private when I'm trying to relax.
That's a good point.
It's real simple. I got my degree in sex years ago. I studied hard.
How hard? How long and how hard?
A lot of professors. A lot of them.
That you had sex with or that you learned from?
Those don't have to be mutually exclusive.
I'm kind of asking you two explicit questions.
I don't really need to specify. I don't really kiss and tell or...
Well, you're telling me already, so you might as well just finish the job here.
So I did get the degree. I got the degree, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, you told me that. I was never asking that. I just don't believe you for the record, so...
So, no, I got it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, what's up? Do I want to see you having sex with the professor?
No. The degree.
Yeah, I do. What is it?
It's in public storage, so I'd have to go.
Why did you put it in public storage?
It just took up too much space.
How big is it?
It's about the size of a diploma.
So just an 8, just simple 8.5.
You know, I
by
like
11.
to live a minimalist lifestyle, so
I saw 3 different open bags of Takis in your room earlier.
They're all. No, those are open, yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's because the first one got stale, but also Takis aren't that bad when they were stale, but I was in the mood for new Takis. And then that happened again.
Who's dipping first here? I would have gone to the end with you, brother.
That's the best part of living together.
That's the whole thing right there. At Kermit Sudoku, why did you start the podcast? I don't know. It seemed fun.
Yeah, we had fun doing Okay, I'll Talk. And I really don't know. We just wanted to talk and fuck around. I think it's because we also wanted the outlet of fucking around and being able to just talk rather than keeping it to the content. Like, pretty much every video I record individually, I have a part filming at the end where I'm like, thanks for the support lately, guys. Like, I really mean it. Thank you. You've been helping me out so much. And then I'll edit it together and I'll go like, this content, I want it to be cleaner than this. And I want it to end on a joke and it's done. So I don't really like get an outlet to, or before the podcast, to just be like, fucking love you guys, thank you. And now we do.
It's so nice because I almost never get that shit with like fucking sketches and stuff. Sometimes the commentary stuff, but now we can just be like, here's what's on my mind, here's what's bugging me, here's announcements, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to do and fuck around too. Excuse me.
So how dare you even ask that? I mean,
yeah, I guess that's my question to you is how.
Sorry?
Just how have you made it this?
Just in general, or?
Yeah, just was in general.
Well, I got back to the diploma.
The one fucking diploma thing. You should start vetting these.
You have the laptop.
I'm trying to vet in real time, and I ain't vetted yet, and I'm not good.
There's got to be a good one there, Gus.
Okay.
You're closing your eyes.
At Drawnimations goes, was there ever a time in your childhood or adult life when you were got scared to go on an amusement park ride or got on the verge of tears? Seems like it recently happened.
Separate from the amusement park, it's like, ever in your childhood or as an adult were you on the verge of tears? I've never been into amusement park rides.
Yeah,
it's the same thing as horror movies for me. It's just not, that feedback is not fun for me. I don't enjoy fear.
I like both of those things. Just I'm brave, so.
Then if you, in liking them, have you had a time where you were too scared to go on a music park ride as a kid?
Yeah, there's a new DVD display for Austin Powers Gold member. And I didn't
really, though, is there a time when you were younger?
Where I was afraid to go on. Oh, yeah, there was one time I was on a family vacation, and we were at a water park that had a slide that was an almost straight down drop in a tube.
The drop the floor one?
Yeah, the drop the floor one.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, the anticipation of that shit was just like, ugh.
Yeah, when we were at the Dells, Jakey did one of those. Pretty much everyone did that except for me and Tony.
I didn't like it.
We're the way that we are. And yeah, there's no, I don't know. It's especially, Eric got off of because at first there's two at the Dells or at the Wilderness. There's two of those slides.
Yeah.
There's one that is it's a red slide that is a straight drop. It's open. So, like, you just kind of straight drop down, you're in the open air, and it just goes down, and then, it's the long pathway to slow down. The other one is a tube that goes down and then loops all the way a full loop, so your body goes in the air and over, and then comes back out. For the red one, I don't know what it's structured like, and I always hate this for regular body tubes, is when it, like, pinches your back, Oh,
I hate that.
Yeah. And so Eric got off. He's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It didn't, like, hurt that bad. And then I see Eric's back, and it's just, like, red all over. And I was like, was it, like, pinching your back? He's like, yeah, a little bit. It's like, not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance for me.
I fucking hate that shit.
No, sir.
No,
Stop
sir.
It. Stop it right now.
Dare I say, do you have a favorite amusement park or anything ride ever of any time?
I haven't been back to stuff for a while. I mean, I still think the Universal, not even a crazy ride, the studio tour, like we say, I love it so much. I like the atmosphere of it. But I like the Harry Potter ride there a lot. What else did we go on there?
Jurassic Park is cool. It's retro. It's nothing super exciting, but now
that's gone, right?
Yeah, the old one was, and I haven't been to the new one yet. It's open.
I haven't been to the new one either.
I'll get there.
We'll get there, dog.
I'll get there, dog.
I bet I'm still actually kind of interested in the old prompt of the arguments.
Yeah,
and I kind of want to see if there's any new tweets at it because
it's such a good prompt.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. What is sauce a liquid or not?
What?
It is.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Wait. All right. Fill time. I'm vetting.
Well, here's actually a pretty good one.
Oh, okay.
At Captain Lulls goes, "Hey, Gus and Eddie, if you recall, what was one of the scummiest things you did as a kid and you regret but might have gotten away with?"
But might have gotten away with.
Or that you did, like if you did or didn't.
I wasn't a real troublemaker, so I got to really think about it.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Scummiest thing I did as a kid. I never shoplifted.
Me neither. I stole one thing on accident once from a store. It was from the Goodwill in my college town, and I just, unbeknownst to myself, when I was looking around, I put one of those tape deck to aux cord things in my back pocket, and then I left, and I found it later at home, and I was like, it had a 50 cents tag on it, so I was like, next time I go into Goodwill, I'll just round up.
And did you?
Probably not.
Wow.
I don't know.
Got a thief on our hands.
I didn't try. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I really didn't. I mean, there's some things of just like when you're too young to know any better.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was me or Tony because we were so young. I've just heard it as a story. One of us, because we both had Blue's Clues handy dandy notebooks. And then you fit the crayon, in the spiral for it.
Yeah.
And one of us, I know, took that crayon and in the main hallway of our house just fully, and main hallway isn't like some grand thing, it was just to the kitchen from the door, all over the wall, just crayon everywhere. And I think I did mention this on the podcast before, so get your fucking memes out of here about me recalling it.
Get your bingo sheets.
Is when Tony and I I told you in our pool, we're just taking clumps of dirt and rocks in solo cups because we had just had a party, and we're just dumping it in the pool because it made a cloud.
That's such an innocent, just shit kid thing to do.
I'd be so mad. But I remember, I was like surprised my dad was kind of cool with it because I think we were so young. It was just like, the dirt looked cool hitting the water, so
he just drowned you both.
One thing that I was always the more careful friend, I think, where I was always worried about getting in trouble.
Dude, I absolutely was.
Yeah, and it would annoy the shit out of me, other friends that were more careless. Like, I remember one time, even just in our neighborhood, which you've been in before, you know how close the houses are?
Yeah.
Two of my friends we were like in 7th grade, and they were chasing down like a rabbit just to see if they could catch it, not like to do anything, just to, get close. And they were running through other people's yards, like backyards.
That's like, get out of there, dog.
And I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Well, we're trying to catch the rabbit.
Yeah.
It was like, because there was a couple of, do you remember where it was before? There was like that loop in the neighborhood, and then my house, and it was the berm right there.
Yeah.
It's like around the loop, some of the houses didn't have fences, so they were just weaving in and out. It's like, you're on people's property, and we're 13. You know better.
Ferris Bueller? You can't do that.
You can't just say dinner's ready and then not get arrested.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't, not even a little bit.
I don't know if this falls into this category, but I just totally remembered this. When I was a kid, I used to spend like every summer day at the golf course pretty much, and we would just hang out, and we'd be playing golf with buddies and stuff. And one time we had a group of people, and we were probably like 8th graders, and the way that our golf course is set up in our small town, the worst fucking design ever for one of the holes, because it runs directly parallel to the highway that goes through town.
Okay.
And the tee box is, honest to God, 5 feet from the highway.
What the fuck?
So it's like the tee box and the hole are perfectly parallel the entire hole. I don't know.
Thought of that?
I don't know. And of course, cars got hit all the time by golf balls. Anyway, one time my friend Damon went and he teed off, and it was just a shitty one, and it blooped onto the highway, so it was bouncing. And a semi truck is coming, and this bouncing golf ball like hits the grill, boom, 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 and like rattles around, and it got stuck up in the truck for a second. There's a ranger station for like the DNR like 50 yards down the road there. And this fucking truck driver that just ran into a golf ball, no damage was done, slams on the brakes and pulls into the ranger station. And we see him run into the ranger station, come back and drive away. And we're like, all right, what the fuck is going on here? We go to the next tee box, which is right at the gas station afterwards, and the cops pull up. And we're like, what? And the police officer's there, and the dude gets out of the front seat. So this guy ran into the fucking ranger station, called the cops on us, and had the cops pick him up and drove him to see us.
Wouldn't you bring the cops to the golf course for the placement of it rather than kids who were golfing. I don't understand. It just seems weird to, like, if I was driving next to a golf course and my car got hit with a golf ball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't run over to the golfers and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, oops, shit, guess life happened there. And we didn't,
go ahead.
There was no fucking damage. And it's like, it was the deputy in town. He's a super nice guy. So, like, the dude gets out and we were just talking and, you know, the officer's just like, hey, you know, what are you guys just playing golf? We're like, yeah, we hit a ball onto the road and the dude ran over it. And he goes, yeah, figured. And the guy was kind of back, so I understood it to be one of those things like, yeah, this is a formality. This guy's a fucking idiot. Yeah. Because then the cop is, he's a nice dude in town, but he's just like, you mind if I tee one off? We're like, sure. And
that's such a fuck you to that guy.
Tees one off, and then they get out of there.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So it's pretty chill.
You reminded me of one of those stories where I didn't do it, but there was a kid that I hung out with on my street that was 2 years older than me, and you know, at the time when you're like 5 and they're 7, they're like the coolest kid in the world. And I didn't do it at all. But over that berm that was across the street from our house, he was just throwing rocks over it, like at the busy street.
That's terrible.
And I think when I was 5, I was like, oh, it's just like, maybe it'll hit something, but that's all over the berm. I don't know. That's like a different world, you know? And he got in huge trouble for it. And I remember just being like it hitting me and being like, oh yeah, this was awful.
Yeah.
Like, instantly.
God damn.
Where I was just caught up in him being cool.
Do you ever see like it's totally happened a bunch of times, but like those stories of kids throwing rocks off overpasses and stuff?
No, what?
There was like a lot of documented cases of kids just fucking around throwing shit off overpasses, but there was one like from a couple years ago and it was like 4 or 5 kids, and I think they were like in high school and stuff, and they were throwing huge rocks over the overpass, and clearly one went through a windshield and killed a guy. Smashed his skull, and all the kids are like facing prison time.
God damn.
Let me go. Rocks over overpass kids.
Instructions.
4 of 5 teens in deadly Michigan rock throwing case accept plea deals.
Ooh. How old were they? Like, I know they're teens, but 13 and 17 are way different.
That's a good point.
Where if you're 17, you're doing that, it's like, maybe we lock you up for this for a long time.
Yeah. It goes, 4 Michigan teenagers charged with murder in a highway rock throwing incident agreed to plea deals on Monday, blah, blah, blah. This is on ABC News. The teens ages 15 to 17 agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of manslaughter, in the October death of Kenneth White, 32, who was riding in a van on Interstate 75 when a large rock came crashing down. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, man. Wait, so they were dropping large rocks?
I guess.
Well, then fuck them.
Yeah, fuck these kids. The 4 teens, along with a 5th suspect, the kid's name is Kyle Anger, which is just like,
all right.
Is this real?
Come on. Kyle, too?
Kyle Anger. With Jesus. It's a terrible situation, but it's just like, I'm sorry, your parents set you up to fail.
Yeah.
Kyle
Jesus.
Anger. So the 4 teens and a 5th subject, because Kyle Anger's 18, were originally charged as adults with second-degree murder, conspiracy to commit second-degree murder, 6 felony counts of malicious destruction of property, and 2 misdemeanor counts of malicious destruction of property. Jesus Christ.
That means there's got to be more evidence than just dropping a rock.
Probably.
So they have to, I'm guessing maybe did it before, maybe they were doing it a ton in that moment. Fuck that, though. Oh, my God.
Fuck those kids. God damn it, dude.
When I was talking about rocks, I was talking like little pebbles, not him whipping over boulders. And, that's fucking terrible.
That's terrible, yeah. I don't know how to feel about some of those kids getting tried as adults. I always feel like you should lean more on, charge them for their actions. I just don't know with some of the shit.
Yeah, I think it always kind of depends, at least my opinion on it, of, if it seems like they're going to be this way as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, if a kid really accidentally does something... Sure, even the lower crimes, but it's like if a 16-year-old plots to kill his mom, it's like, try this dude as an adult. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember that horrible story about that? I don't want to just get into this, but do you remember the kid?
The Halo one, or
the kid that it was like after GTA 5 came out, where his grandma, took away GTA 5 from him and he shot her.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Look it up, bro.
That was a similar one with this Halo one, though. This kid's parents confiscated Halo and he went and he killed his family, and then the cops showed up and he was just sitting in the front seat of their car with his Xbox just staring straight ahead. How fucking...
What the fuck? Wait.
I'm going to do that one first just because it's right on my mind. Halo killer kid. That's probably it. Dude, I am searching the shittiest like terms and I'm getting it right away. I was like overpass rock kid and then like Halo
That'll
kill
work.
kid.
I mean, those are the good keywords for it.
Yeah, this kid is he's like 27. Yeah, he's 27. Is a convicted murderer from Ohio. Duh. Fucking duh. At the age of 16, he shot both of his parents when his father confiscated his copy of the video game Halo 3. His mother was killed in the attack while his father was badly injured but managed to make a recovery.
Oh.
God damn, what does it say? It goes, so the kid had his dad's gun. The court reports that Daniel came up behind his parents as they were relaxing on the couch in the living room and said, "Would you close your eyes? I have a surprise for you." And then shot them both.
I hate it.
Frick that noise. What's the one you said? GTA 5 kid kill grandma.
I think it was his grandma, yeah.
What?
Is it real? Yeah, that's what...
The kid was 8?
Yeah, no, that was the crazy thing, is he had access to a gun, and he was 8.
An 8-year-old Louisiana boy intentionally shot and killed his elderly caregiver after playing a violent video game. I wish it said, like, if she took it away. Not like, I wish she said if she deserved it. You know what I mean, though? But, like, because it seems like they're just trying to shoehorn the violent video game thing into this one.
Yeah, but it did have to do with it. Not that was the reason at all, but...
Dude, how fucking weird is it? I won't shift. You got something here, but that we're still talking about violence in video games and stuff.
I know. I thought that was settled, and then it came right back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was looking more at the disagreement thing to see if there was something new
about. Yeah.
I'm scrolling down on the top. There's like 700 replies right now.
Yeah.
That's not a good one. Oh, this is.
What's up?
My coworkers and I always fought over which is better, pico de gallo, which they spelled wrong, or queso.
It's a preference thing.
They're different. Those are completely different. But my sophomore year of college, I went on a big rant about why it would be a horrible idea to ban avocados after my friend suggested she would just... Oh, this is... Guys, you guys are giving me fucking terrible prompts.
Okay, next time, for next week, if we do this next week or whenever, you can ramp up the salaciousness of this a little bit, all right?
Wait, I'm trying to see... Okay. My husband, parentheses American, is convinced that I don't lose any money when buying U.S. currency. I'm Canadian, despite there being a 70-cent difference. He thinks because things cost less here, there's no loss.
Wait,
so
what?
I think she's saying, her husband is saying converting the money and losing 30 cents won't make a difference because things are cheaper in America.
But that's a different argument. You're applying it to different things.
And there's also a tax, right, when you exchange currency? It's not exact, is it?
I don't know if there's a tax, but also it's like if you're going to buy like an item in the U.S., you can already look up the Canadian price on your phone or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm at the store. Gum is $1.99. What is $1.99 in Canadian currency? Then you know you can compare it to your own prices at your own store.
Dude.
How dare you?
I don't like the is water wet debate. It doesn't. It makes my head hurt.
Yeah. It's a goofy.
Oh, this is. I am confident about this one.
All right, frick yes.
The guy. It's a script tweet. Me. It's rock paper scissors. My girlfriend's entire family, including her. It's paper rock scissors.
That's wrong.
Your girlfriend. You break up with her.
That's it.
If it's her whole family, this is a systemic problem. You're fucked. Yeah, that's...
Dude, Max Mofo calls it paper, scissors, rock.
Well, he's...
Fuck you. You gotta
toilet's flush in a different direction over there, dude.
His brain's scrambled up, dude.
That's words. You just say every word backwards there, I guess.
That's it.
That's... A lot of people are instantly asking about microwaving food that are constant arguments.
Really?
Who are these snobs who are like, you can't microwave it, bro?
I don't get it.
Obviously, it makes things kind of soggy. These hot dog sandwich questions, guys. Get an original argument.
I don't get it.
Man.
The one microwave one that I stand by too is like whenever I make instant ramen in a microwave, people are like, bro, you gotta boil it on the stove. And I'm like, okay, if you are stir frying it on the stove, it's a different preparation technique. I could understand that. But if your sole goal is to get the water hot enough for the noodles to cook, fucking use a microwave every time.
Who cares? Yeah,
They're like, dude, bro, it's night and day. It's like, you are
okay.
an idiot.
It's water.
It's water.
Okay. Was a friend over. A lot of the things I don't understand is people will be like, yeah, I had a disagreement with my friend about shoes. We still argue to this day.
Yeah, it's like, thank you. Let's weigh in on that.
Okay, my mom and boyfriend keep talking about to and eventually and whether or not they're synonyms. So
about to and eventually? About to seems like you are right on the verge of doing it, and eventually seems like farther down the road.
I mean, they are synonyms, but not exact. Like, you can't interchange them.
Yeah.
Because if you say you're about to do something or you'll eventually get to it, those are completely different meanings.
So I wouldn't even call them synonyms. It's like two different time estimate things.
Yeah, but it also means later, I guess. So I could... man, yeah, a lot of people are orange juice or apple juice. What is it? You can have... I don't understand what people have these arguments for.
Yeah.
It's cooler... Oh, I know one. This is okay. So if it's cooler for Spider-Man to biologically create webs, like the only one is in the Raimi movies, or I'm sure some comic somewhere, or for Peter Parker to invent web shooters. Inventing web shooters is cooler than having gross little web spurters out of your wrist, I think.
Probably. And cool is
What's cooler, you know?
Subjective, though. But I was like, I don't know. Because so many people are just like, their first experience to that was watching the Sam Raimi ones.
Right.
But so now they're just like, that's stupid, the gadget. It comes out of his arm.
Yeah, which is like what it originated as. But what's cooler? Creating your own technology to shoot strong webs like a spider and swing around a city? Or is it cool for your body to produce webs?
I want hand holes.
I
want to just fuck
cooler,
I would fuck my hand holes. That's way cooler.
They're too small. That's just where web comes out.
For you maybe, but
you think Spider-Man webs his own peen and just tugs it a little bit?
He webs up and down his urethra.
Oh.
Like a
I get it. So